Hey, it's nice to have you back here. In this new video, today let's talk about the Weeylite S05, the Coral series, the pocket RGB fill light that is very small, multifunctional in your palm size. This is gaze blue, minimalist gray, the yellow, the pink, but altogether in this product family that has 7 different colors and all of them has very fancy names. The S05 series, not just more colorful compared with the S03, but they are more functional. They are a real stand-alone, very small pocket RGB fill light in your palm size. So in this video, we're gonna tear it down. We're gonna see the basic spec, the unboxing. Especially, we're gonna focus on the stand-alone capability and the WeeyLite Pro, the control app ecosystem. So want to know more about it? Keep watching. My name is Jinguo. In this channel, you're gonna see a lot of cutting technology on the camera accessories, the photo, video, and the 360 content creation as well. You might have noticed that I got the minimalist gray, which on the right side of the box. I also got 3 extra colors. The merino powder looks like a pink color, and the bright yellow looks identical with the one on the top left, and the gaze blue, which I believe is one of the most beautiful color in this core series. You know, S03 doesn't have a screen, doesn't have any button. You have to use the WeeyLite Pro app, but on this S05, you can unlock most of the features straight out on the body with the screen for buttons. It's made of plastic and it comes with high quality diffuser panel. And underneath the diffuser panel, you can see the RGB WW, the pixel array, and you do have precise control on every one of the LED, including the warm tone, the cool tone, and the RGB light. Despite the conventional CCT in the RGB mode, they also have the RGB WY mode that can control the warm tone, the cool tone, and the RGB light at the same time. And also come with a 1/4" mount thread in the middle. On the back is the basic settings. It has a 2000 mAh lithium battery with 3.7 watts and also support 5 watts, 2 amps, altogether 10 watts fast charging. And you also get the Type-C port on the side with some extra heatsink holes. WeeyLite S05, it really improves a lot compared with S03. And not only you have more interaction panels, but it built in a lot more effects, features, which I will show you later on. If you single tap the power on off button, you can change the channels, the group numbers that you can use for your WeeyLite Pro app. Long press mode button, you can actually cycling through the CCT mode, the HSI mode, hue, saturation, and intensity, and this RGB WY mode, which you can control all the lights, all the LEDs simultaneously. And some extra, the color match. This is some standard color, this RSC color checker, and this light effects that have different scenarios. Well, let's take a look at the CCT mode. You get to control the brightness, you get to control the light temperature. You can go all the way up to 6800K, and you can lower down all the way down to 2800K. It's not that wide, but it is good enough for most of our student scenarios. And you can also get some green magenta shift, which you can turn it the reddish or more greenish. But you can have best match for your light source in your ambient environment. Really get control of the hue, saturation, intensity, really precise. And on the right side, you also get to see the remain battery life. And long press, now it is a brand new RGB WY mode where you can control the RGB light with RGB settings exactly like the color picker on Photoshop, and turn on this warm tone, the cool tone LED at the same time to generate more precise look of your light source. And this one looks pretty interesting. That is a color checker. It's an international standard color checker. Now you can see this is a Roscoe. This is a Roscoe color checker. And the second one is the different variation in this color checker. Well, we can cycle through all of them. I think you might be quite familiar if you know Roscoe color checker really well. And you also control the brightness, and you can even select some other standard of the color checker like the Lee altogether, and also the HOC, the Roscoe, Lee, and HOC. So This is a quite innovative design straight out on the light itself, because it is actually an excellent feature, especially if you want the light to match your standard in your environment. And long press again, now you get to see the light effects. For each one of the light, you also have 3 variations, 1, 2, 3. So 3 variations equals to 3 different speed. Well, you get to see this candle, fireworks, the CCT mode, the TV set, the fireworks, the different fireworks, the cop car, the ambulance. As you can see, this is a great design on the icon. And this is the RGB cycling. So you get to see SOS, because all kinds of light effects built in right inside the S05. So now you can control every one of settings really precise straight out on this LED light without the Weeylite app. Although Weeylite app is a great design with a lot of features, but now you can also use S05 as a full functional standalone pocket RGB fill light. Okay, so far so good. So despite all these settings, what you also get in the package is, here you can see, take a look at, a cold shoe mount that can convert your orange mount thread to a cold shoe mount. And I also had to see the USB-A to see the charging cable and a user manual. Well, on the user manual, we got to look at the spec sheet of this S05, because you can see these different variations of this light. So the maximum luminance flux is 400 lumen, and the maximum illuminance is 775 lux. Number of lamps, LEDs altogether, it has 108 LEDs in this panel. It also has a maximum power of 5 watts. Well, Type-C port, and the battery life, the charging port, the charging speed is around 3.5 hours, and the battery life with a 100 power output is around 70 minutes, so over 1 hour. Well, coming next, let's take a look at the WeeyLite Pro app. With this app, it's different settings, channels. You can control all the lights simultaneously and with various settings. Well, let's take a look at the app design and the WeeyLite light control ecosystem. Tips for you to change the channels, the group number of each light. Here, for demonstration purposes, I would set the 4 different WeeyLite S05 into different groups, but they are in a single channel, because in the WeeyLite app, I can control each of the lights on the basis of the group number. Here is how to control this. Here is how to change the settings. Single press. Now you can change the channels, the groups. Here I have set the pink color into channel 1 and group A. And later I will select this minimalist gray, change into channel B. Did you see that? And for the yellow one, it's same settings. This is the basic settings. And the last one, WeeyLite into channel A and group D. Now let's open the WeeyLite app and get started to multi-control all the light on our fingertip in your phone. Okay, as you might have noticed, on my desktop, I have placed 4 of my S05 WeeyLite Pocket RGB fill light, and on my phone, I'm running the latest edition of the WeeyLite Pro app. I have already set all this light into group A, B, C, and D. So all the light has been set into the channel 1. Actually, the tube light on my background are also designed by WeeyLite, that is K21. I have also made some in-depth review on the K21 as well. Okay, here is a basic user interface of the WeeyLite Pro app. Here you can select the channel A, and you can turn it on or turn it off. And you can turn off all of them by tap this button. So you're gonna broadcast with the Bluetooth broadcast protocol. You're gonna multi-control all the lights at the same time and turn them on at the same time as well. At group B, I can change, turn it on or turn it off, and channel C and channel D. So by setting all the light in different groups, you can control multiple lights with specific settings. Second light, the CCT mode, you can change the brightness. You can change the brightness of the light. Well, you can see that. And you can also change this settings, the 8500K all the way down to 2500K. So it's larger compared with the settings on the light itself, and also get some green magenta shift and with some preset such as these settings. And for the HSR mode, you can multi-select all of them, and you can change the light really quickly. So this is on group B, channel B, and I'm going to select C. There's RGB white mode. You can select into a different light mode. You can turn on, and you also see some more settings in the coordinate, the X, Y coordinate. Well, you can select the light in its coordinate, and this triangle indicates that it is the sRGB standard. Well, you can coordinate in this section that you can precise reproduce the light in a specific color area. And you also see the XY to change the coordinates individually and set them as the basic settings, just like that, and control the brightness as well. So far so good. Next one is the color checker. So altogether it has the Roscoe and the Lee, the different color checker. So to make this S05 very unique and very easy to use in your content creation. And you got to see some light effects, and you can control in the CCT only or the RGB light. You got to see all the lights. It works just awesome. Make it brighter. Did you see that? And you also get to see the color checker. For example, I have different light. I can multi-select one of the light. For example, I want to focus on this red light. Pick this color, and you got to see identical color just like this one, and change the brightness on the go. So let's use your phone camera as a color picker, to use a native camera to make your light more functional. And you also see some preset. Well, you get to see all your preset. You can quickly cover the preset into your previous settings that give you more efficiency in your light content creation. Anyway, this WeeyLite Pro app is very functional, and you can control the light in different channels. You can see altogether 19 channels, and in different groups that you get to have the very precise control for each light in the different groups and different channels. Anyway, this is a very functional app and also very intuitive and easy to use. Okay, to wrap up, I think the WeeyLite S05 is a true standalone pocket RGB fill light designed by WeeyLite for the first time, because it has very intuitive buttons, the screens that you can control individual light with full functional straight out on the back of your light. With the different channel and groups, with the Bluetooth protocol, you get to control all the S05 in the single app called WeeyLite Pro, because the app also improves a lot compared with its predecessor. The WeeyLite S05, not only they are more colorful, but they are also much more functional compared with 03, but it comes exactly in the same size and weight, and it is just gorgeous in your palm size. So I think the WeeyLite engineer really did a great job to reproduce the S05 on the basis of the S03. And you should notice both the S03 and the S05, they are all low-budget RGB fill light that build with high quality and multifunctional and the wireless control ecosystem. So I think the WeeyLite engineer did a good job, and I really want to shout out for the WeeyLite engineers for design and produce such amazing small pocket RGB light for content creators. And last but not least, which one should you buy in between S03 and S05? I think that if you really want to control your app only with your app, I think S03 is a more low budget option. It's a better option for you because it's cost effective, it's cheaper compared with 03. But if you do want to gain very precise control without the app or only with the buttons, I think S05 is more intuitive, and you can use every one of the light as a standalone RGB light in your palm size. So it really depends on your content creation scenarios. And if you like me in your YouTube studio and you want to put your light in some specific positions and control all the light with your app, I think S03 maybe is better for you. But if you want to take them out or take it inside, you want to create multiple content in different environment, I think S05 is definitely your go-to choice in your content creation. I do hope you can learn something about the WeeyLite S05 and get to know every one of the settings and the functionality of this beautiful, colorful light. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to thumb up, subscribe, and hit notification bell. Stay safe, see you next time. Bye.